Hey guys, it's Katie from Six Shooter Charlie, and this is another episode of my Pick and Pack series where I show you what's sold and how I ship it. So we have a bunch of shipments to get into, so let's just jump right in. First, we are going to have an eBay order. This is something that I picked up from the Amazon pallets. This is a two-way articulating borescope. It is brand new in its box. It sold pretty fast, and it is going to Burbank, California. Let's see if this is going to fit. Probably not, but let's see. Oh yeah, it will. And I forgot my tape. All right, I'm back with my tape. I just said this in I think my last video, that if you have a shipping area, make sure you put all of your shipping stuff back in the area. I did not do that. I did not follow my own advice, and look what happened. I left the tape in the other room and had to go get it. So that's always frustrating, and it's a time suck. And you know, it is a lot of my life actually, unfortunately, especially with my ADHD. It's where did I put this, where did I put that, where did I set this down? Because my brain just, goes 100 miles a minute, and that's what it is. All right, so this borescope going into this box, I do want to definitely put it in a box, just for a little bit more protection. Get a little bit more packing paper in there. Especially with electronic items, you don't want them just rattling around in the bottom of a box. All right. Here we go. Just move the camera over a little bit. There we go. All right. And we are going to give it a Fragile sticker. All right, another eBay order. Okay, so this is actually the Black Knight. It is a Funko Pop, and it is a NFT. It's one of the ones that you get the digital card packs, and you open them online, and then you collect all the different packs to get redeemable, or you collect the cards, and then you can get redeemable pops. And they are, this one was from Scooby-Doo. So it is a release of $999. I do believe they are now going to start coming with their stickers of actually how many were redeemed, because while $999 was what was released, not all the cards get redeemed. So it has a little bit of dust on it. And then this is the Grail. So it is a very much a higher priced pop. So in my listings, I put in there that it will come in a pop armor. Now this is a $7 a pop armor. This is literally the Cadillac of pop protection, just how Franchise Kicks would say. So we are going to put this pop in this pop armor to keep it super duper nice, super minty. And the coolest thing about these, and I do think they have a patent on this, or they've applied for it, the top to this is magnetic. So and they're pretty strong magnets, because if you look at any of the other hard case protectors, they really have these, they almost just hold on these little tops, and they always come off, they always fall off, and then you have to put tape on them, and then that looks terrible. So these are definitely much more expensive, but they are totally worth it. And then I did upgrade this shipment to priority. All right. And then every once in a while I do that where I will update a shipment to priority shipping, because, it gets there a little faster. And okay, I just want to make sure it was gonna fit. It gets there a little faster, and I feel like the tracking's a little bit more reliable. And so for higher priced items like this, I definitely want to give it the best chance it can. Okay, so I have no idea what happened. I just happened to like look up at my camera and noticed it was no longer recording. If it's not technology, with me, like there's always something that happens. If you hang out in any of my Whatnot shows, which definitely check me out on Whatnot, links are down below. I always have a technical issue that happens every single show. So I just have to roll with it. So the next item that is shipping, it is this pair of Quiet 2 Plus loop earplugs. I talk about these quite a bit. I get them from the Amazon pallets. I sell them pretty much immediately when I get them. They are earplugs that go in, and anyone that has any problems with noise or is sensitive to noise, for me, I always am wearing my AirPods, and I think I talked about this in my last video. It just really helps me. And sometimes I don't even have them on. I just have the noise canceling on, and it just brings down the noise of life just a little bit. So they can really be lifesavers. So these are going out to Puerto Rico, and they're so easy to ship. I will grab a couple of these envelopes while I'm over here. I think my shipping room is kind of due for like a new like reorganization. But I'll add that onto the list of things, right? Like I have nothing else going on. I'm going to rearrange my shipping room. Okay, next. It is this truck badge for an F-250. This did come off a truck, and it is going to Chester, California. I got a whole bunch. I think I got these at a flea market, I think. Just a guy had a whole box of them and maybe a great deal on the whole lot, so I took them all, and I think I have like maybe only like 1 or 2 left from different vehicles, and those actually sold pretty well. That was a good pickup for me, especially when they're actually like OEM they're like the original ones that came off of the vehicles, not the, you know, repop ones that they make. All right, blast from the past. This is a Russ troll doll. This one is dressed up like a baseball player for the Twins. And this is going to Minneapolis. So he can go in a little padded envelope, and off he goes. It's always cool to see things like that. It's things that I played with as a kid. One of the things that I do actually collect for me is they have the Littlest Pet Shop, like the original Littlest Pet Shops, not the ones with the big anime eyes and stuff like that, but they had them, and like they were the smallest little things. And like I remember like the gerbil cage or the hamster cage had little tiny itty bitty shavings you put in there. And so if you see those out, they are ridiculously expensive to buy now. These are the gold ones, but I love them so much. All right, I have 2 gold that are going to be going out, so I need to make sure I grab the right ones. All right, this is Loop Switch 2 in gold. So gold has been a very hot color. These sold, I got them, I put them up last night, they sold today. It is going to Curcio, New York. So like I said, if you ever see these and you can buy them for a good deal, get them, because they will sell. I think the longest I've sat on a pair was maybe like 2 weeks. And I think it's because they were just like a black pair. They weren't like one of the like special colors, or and they were like a base model that only comes with like a certain number of the ear pads to them. And all right, our last eBay order is this other pair of gold loops. This is the Experience 2, and they are all different because they have different DD level ratings that they have, as well as, you know, the different colors, and they have collabs that they've done. So those are fun. All right, Poshmark. All right, we are gonna have a red Bisou cowl neck maxi dress. Okay, that's why I need to rearrange my shipping room. And I'm always, my poly bags and my padded mailers are all on this side of the room, on shelves. I need to put them here. This is going to Delran, New Jersey. Now, I did say in I think my last video as well, my Poshmark kind of started picking up, but I did start sending out some bulk offers, and then I took advantage of the free trial of the promoted closet. So I think that's helped a lot. And I always put these priority stickers on the edge of these bags because the sticky stuff I never trust. You can get all of this stuff free from the post office. I actually just picked up an order yesterday and they pulled it out on a pallet of just priority boxes, priority stickers, all of that stuff. Another Poshmark order. This is the Columbia Anytime Casual Skirt. We are now warming up to where some of this activewear is selling. And I always pick up nice activewear that I see because I know it will eventually sell if I get it at a great price. This is going to Des Perez, Missouri. Which I did just get a take-all that I went and picked up, and it has a lot of activewear in it. So I've started to go through it. And I found some Lululemon. There was a bunch of Athleta in there, which again, that's one of those brands that the retail price is really high, but the resale on it is so I've been going through that and seeing what we can do on there, which would be a very good segue to tell you about my Whatnot shows. I think I'm going to change my Whatnot shows. I was doing 3 times a week. I think that's a little too much for me. I think I'm going to start doing Wednesdays and Sundays. And all of the take-all stuff that I get, I always want to have a disposal for it somewhere. So, the really good stuff I put on my eBay and Poshmark and Mercari stores and all of that. And then I do $1 starts on all of my Whatnot shows. So that is where all of the other stuff that, while it might not be worth the squeeze to put it on eBay, take the pictures and do all of that stuff, I do it actually in my Whatnot auctions. So I have had a ton of really great clothes go for $1 starts on my Whatnot. So I really encourage you to check it out. If you are not on Whatnot, hit the link below and you get $15 for free to spend anywhere on Whatnot. I'd love for you to spend it with me, but you can spend it wherever you would like. And I also am an Amazon seller, so that is what we're doing next. First is the book on ending homelessness. And I love doing media. You can pick it up anywhere and everywhere, and you can usually get it very inexpensive. It's so easy to ship. It's actually so easy to list. And it sells really well for me. So, and then I also have a lot of technology that I use. I use a Reprice It app that does all the pricing for me. So I don't have to worry about who's, the millions and millions and millions of sellers that are on Amazon. I don't have to worry about going in there and changing all the prices to be competitive. It does it for me. This is going to Imperial Beach, California. All right, next. It is this Dr. Sebi's Bible. It's 20 books in one. And this is going out to Clinton Township, Michigan. Here we go. I needed one of my bigger mailers for this one. And it is overwhelming when you first get started on Amazon because there's so much to learn. But like I say, you're never gonna start selling on there unless you make that first step. It took me a lot to learn all the ins and outs, and there's so many people on YouTube that give tutorials and how-tos and all kinds of different stuff, which you can also get lost in all of that as well. But it really changed my business when I started selling on Amazon and selling books and media on there. So I think it's definitely worth it. I have had some, I will say, devastatingly things happen on Amazon with my business, and it's because I made mistakes. And that's just gonna happen. It's the luck of the draw on whether you're gonna make a mistake big enough for Amazon to realize it, and then they come down on you hard. I did end up having to get legal, counsel. I had to do a lot of things. And in the end, I finally got my account back, and I'm finally back up to selling again. So, but it was definitely it's worth it. Like, I wouldn't have gone through all that stuff if I didn't sell a lot on Amazon. Like, I would have just said, okay, fine, whatever, I'm done with Amazon. Next is going to be Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. This has been a very popular book. This is going to Draper, Utah. And this is our last shipment of the day, guys. This was actually a really good assortment of different stuff: electronics, toys, books, clothes. So that's that. If you like this video, please go down and hit the like button. If you didn't like it, move on. There's so many other videos on YouTube for you to take a look at. And I would really appreciate it if you could also subscribe to me on YouTube. It really helps the algorithm and help other people find me as well. And then I am 6-Shooter Charlie on everything, so it's really easy to find me. Go find my social media. I do tons of stuff on my social media. Like, I do pack breaks every single night of either Lorcana or Pokemon. I open doorables. I have so much stuff that I do, and I put that on social media every single night. And then I also have tons of YouTube videos of me opening mystery boxes of Funko. I have how-tos on how I do my reselling business. And then I have videos like this where it's pick and pack, where I show you what's sold and then how I ship it. So I appreciate y'all for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.